everybody, thanks for joining me again for day number 3 of 30 Days of Sketches. Now I am going to try something a little bit different with this video today, and I would really appreciate any feedback I can get on it. I think the video is going to be a little bit longer, but what I'm going to try and do is do it more like what Shannon does on She's Crafty, where she'll talk live with you, do a little bit live, and then she'll pause the video, do a little bit of the layout, and then come back. The only reason I'm doing this is when I do the voiceover portion of the video, I know it does affect the sound, so you hear me clearly when I'm doing the actual live part like now, but then when I turn over to voiceover with iMovie, for some reason it sounds very distant. You got to adjust your volume. So we're going to try it this way. Give me feedback if you like it better. Again, it might be a little bit longer videos because I won't be able to speed it up, but I'm hoping if I can pause and things that I can still keep them on the shorter level. With that said, this is the sketch that we are doing today. So it's a really simple one. You just have your background with a little bit of, it looks like splattering on it. One looks like 4x4 photo strips, little bit in each side. This is a sketch from Laura Whitaker. And you can again find the sketch from Christy on the Facebook website, 30 Days of Sketches, and the link will be in the description box below. So since it's going to have a lot of stripes, I did pull out more of my paper pads again. What I am scrapbooking is 2 photos of my grandson. I had done one layout of this already, or maybe 2. They went to a birthday party for his cousin, whose birthday is actually the same day as his, and it was done at like a forest preserve with a community center. And so they did a lot of activities, like they saw some critters, they painted rocks, they had their cake, but they also walked along the river with their binoculars and went looking for bugs. So I'm using Chamel's pretty much the Never Grow Up, and I'm thinking this one, yeah, this is Never Grow Up as well. So I'm going to use this as my background. And I want to, again, stick with kind of primary colors because his shirt's red, his brother's hat is blue, and his rock was painted red. So I kind of want to stick with that kind of coloring. Now, from the Never Grow Up book, there is this 6x8 pad, and I'm hoping that I can trim these photos down enough. I know the rock I can, and since this is the back of Dylan's head, I'm still thinking I can go 4x4 on him too, since you really can't see Dylan that much, and then get the rock, and then try and mat these. And actually, I might even be able to stretch it further. And then I want to go through and pick out papers for stripping. So I'm thinking, no, not stripping. I'm starting to sound like Janet with RTS with her border strippers. Do the horizontal, or the vertical papers in there, which are strips of paper. Anyway, this is going to be that element here, I'm thinking, and I did off camera ink it with a little bit of red to have it pop off the white background. And then I did pull out for embellishments some Nicole Jones cut-aparts, and then this was from the paper pad from Chamel, box of crayons, it just says Create. From Cool Kids, I think I got Rockstar. From Chamel's sticker pad, I got So Cool, Love, Amazing, You Rock, Super, and Super. From Paige Evans, I got a paintbrush, and since this would have been Henry and Preston's 3rd birthday, I got the number 3. So I thought that would be cute since it's primarily about him. I also have the enamel dots from Field Trip, and then I'm thinking I'm going to also splatter the background. So let's go ahead and pick out what we're going to have for our stripes. It looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 different patterns. So let me see what I can find. And again, I want to kind of stick with bright. Now I do have this one, which is like from Box of Crayons, so it's like looking at colored pencils. So I think I want that one. And then I also have this one that is from Box of Crayons, which is some bright polka dot colors. And then I have this piece here. I should be able to get 2 out of it if I go with like a 1-inch strip. I might have to pull one more. Let's see. And then the bright green, that's kind of a nice one. I really want to try and use some of these scraps. Now this wouldn't be bad because I could try and get where it show the paintbrushes. So if I can cut it off, I'll pull it out just to see. Let's see. Well, that's really bright. Pull that. Doesn't look like I have a second one of the scissors. I must have used it already. Let's see what we can find in Wild Child, because they again have a lot of those bright primary colors that I want that big pop. I might grab the bugs. Let me see if I have one already cut up, because the party again, they went searching for things, and I might grab this one because where the pictures are in here, I can paper, piece, and cut. So I think that's it for that. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, put you on pause. What I'm going to go ahead and do is trim down the photos to 4x4, and this one maybe even littler. And then, so I'm going to mat it on this, and then I'm going to cut up some strips, and I will be back in a moment, and we will start putting it together and laying it out. Okay, so I went ahead and matted my photos and cut them down. So I have, you know, Preston and his rock, and even though it had the branding strip on there with a little bit of perforation, I'm leaving it on because when I trimmed it down, you couldn't see it, and I needed that little bit of extra to be able to mat it. So just if you ever have that time, you know, check it out. This one wasn't too bad. It's going to hold in place and it won't be seen. So when I went and I put everything on this white background that I originally picked out, I thought it blended in too much. So I went back into my stash and I found 2 more pieces of paper. One was from or actually both are from Wild Child. So I'm not going to use the Chamel. I'm going to put that one back. So now I have to decide if I want the green or I want the red, because his shirt's popping off. And I'm thinking I'm leaning towards the green because it just is brighter, and then his red shirt pops off of that, whereas that makes it blend in. So yeah, I'm going to go with the green. So let's go ahead and kind of lay these out. Now I did cut three 1-inch strips from each of the these papers. And again, I tried to, a couple of them I didn't use because they were going the wrong direction. So I like how these look. So now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of fit them in like the sketch has, keeping in mind that this is going to go in the corner. And I did 3 instead of 2 because of the fact that my picture mat is longer than the 4x4 that's in this one here. And then the next thing I'm going to kind of do is try and these I'm going to just cut in half so I can vary the sizes. And I want the paint to show through, and I want the colors to kind of vary, so you don't have light with light and dark with dark. And I did more only because of the fact that, yeah, that strip is a little bit longer. So I think it's going to need a little bit more than the 2 that the sketch shows. Let me just move those out of the way. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need a pencil. I think this can go in a little bit better. And then we'll start over. So I'm going to need this one. Let's see here. That's going to go there. Now I need the drawing. Then I need the multicolor. And the bugs. And then the last one is the pencils. So I didn't need those extra. Okay, so I think that's going to be how I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to vary the sizes, you know, of how it staggers. So let me go ahead and I am going to put you on pause. I'm going to go ahead while I'm on pause, and I'm also going to go and grab some of my different Heidi Swapp Color Shine. I think I'm going to go and grab red, maybe gold, and I have a blue, and just splatter behind this. And then I'm going to glue these down, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and did a lot of splatters. I did it in like an orange, red, blue, yellow. And I know people have concerns about using red because they don't want it to look like a murder scene. But I think when you do mix it with other colors, especially the primaries, it's not too bad. So I've gone ahead and glued my viewfinder down that I cut out with my Cricut, and then I have all of the papers that were tucked in. So now we're just going to go ahead and start embellishing. So I pulled out this tag that I thought was really cute because there is the tag here in the corner, and I like the word fun, but I'm going to cut it off because I don't need that much peeking out. And we'll go ahead and kind of stick it where they had it. And they kind of had it under the picture, but in the corner. So I just need it out enough that I can see the word fun. The other thing I pulled out, and I thought it would be kind of cute to use, and actually I can move this down then. Little frog. It has nothing to do with, you know, painting rocks, but it had to do with kind of that whole nature thing. So I thought I could get that on here, up in this corner. Whoops. And that kind of builds that corner up. And then we need something down here. Let's see what we've got. I did grab a Nicole Jones cut apart. Now, I don't want to cover up his little bit of paint, but I could tuck it under here. So let's go ahead and do that. And actually, I may cut it in half. I might be able to tuck part of that under here. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll put that like right there and build something off of here. And then let's go ahead and glue that down. And then I've got this I like this Create, so we can kind of put that a little bit wonky, but let's pop it up on some of my Big Mama foam tape. I always forget. I tend to just go and slap and stick, and I always forget about popping things up. And I don't have to pop everything up, but sometimes it does make it, adds a little bit of interest to it, especially if, you know, the main thing on mine is that the colors are what pops it out. If you're looking for this foam tape, this I got at Spiegel Mom Scraps. She also has some tearaway tape that I got. And what I really liked about it, if you're somebody who likes shaker pockets, it's really, really good. And then I've got like a thinner, I don't know where I put it right now. It's like a 1/8 inch. It's like comes with 3 rolls, but it's really, really thin. So like if you have something that you need to put like ribbon or something on, it's really nice. Put it over there for now. But yeah, if you're needing anything, Spiegel Mom Scraps, you can get that. I would pop that up, but that's kind of big to pop up. I'd rather have a smaller element popped up than that one. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, Chris, you can get these off. All right, so let's put it the right way. So we'll put that there. I like the word super. Don't want to cover it up. I like rock star, so maybe I can put rock star down here. I thought that was kind of a planned word since he's coloring rocks. He's a rock star. Or do I want it more here? Maybe I'll do it up here in that corner and pop this up. And that way I get the dimension over there. I still have a few more words and things that I can build in the bottom. So hopefully everyone's enjoying so far Christy's 30 days of sketches. I participated the last time, so if you go into the playlist on my channel, you'll see the last round, and I really had a good time. And I'm kind of doing the similar where I'm tend to go mainly with what the sketch has. I don't stray too far from it. And also I like using a lot of the paper kits because of the fact that I use this as a time to get a lot done. And sometimes, you know, the simple works just as good as the more detailed stuff. And you kind of forget that you don't have to have a magazine layout every single time you scrap. I know that my friends that I go to crops with, we try and, you know, get them in the book. I think the story is what's really important, you know, that, because like my pictures right now, they're a mess and I need to get them straightened out. So I've got a part on the computer that aren't printed. I'm still cleaning up the hard drives and stuff and making sure they're all backed up. I have a bunch of stuff that's printed. I lost track of what's printed, and I have some that's already scrapbooked. And so I've been trying to go through and clean all that up. But for my family, if they're not in the scrapbook, they're missing out on these because they are still, you know, on the computer. And my husband does not know how to use a computer. I don't know about yours. Okay, so we're going to put the So Cool here. And then I have a You Rock. And I think I'll do the You Rock so that way I have a rock here and a rock down here. So let's go ahead and just kind of tuck him in, and that kind of builds that up. And then I have this paintbrush. Let's see where it won't, I don't want it to blend in too much. So maybe if we put him up here, oh, I want it popping out of the, kind of have him coming out from behind. And then I have the 3. I want the 3 like that there. And then I have a couple words. So I have super. So I got blue down here. I need blue up here. So let's go ahead and put in there. And then I can go amazing, because every grandma thinks that their grandson's rock stuff is amazing. Okay, I don't need this, so I'll just put this to the side. So I'm happy with how my embellishments. So now we can just finish it off. I do have this, but it really doesn't match any of my colors, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick it. I might use it on a scrap. Okay, so I have this one I think would be too much, so I'm not going to use it. And then I have a bunch of stars that I had fussy cut out and that I had used acrylic paint on. So maybe we can just throw a few of these on, because they have like the texture from doing the modeling paste and the colored. So it gives it a little bit of texture, not your normal enamel dot. And it's something in my stash that I can use. So let's see. Go ahead and put that up there. I'm not going to use purple because it really wasn't a purple kind of a thing. I'll use another red star up there. And we'll do a red one down here. I don't want that little trap space. So that's good there. Let's see if I can get another color. Some of these are really wonky shaped, but that's okay. So this one's a yellow one. It really kind of blends in with that. Put that there, and maybe a little one. Let's see. The green. There's a blue one. These I made a long time ago. They were just, I had done modeling paste with color in them. And then what I had left over, I just stuck in a bag. So now let's go ahead and stick some of these stars on along with it. So we'll go with the blue, maybe like right there, but the other star, and go with the yellow. It kind of blends in, so we won't do that. We can put it here. And another red one. Just kind of go up. I don't want them here. And let's see. Red. Yellow. And blue. Okay, I like those. Now the last thing I need is some twine. So let me put you on pause real quick while I go get that, and then we'll finish this up. Okay, I'm back. So off camera, I went ahead and I added the little bit of twine here. I just picked out a red and white twine, and then I did add the one of the Nicole Jones printables down here and added my journaling, just talking about what an amazing artist my grandson is. I mean, look at that. It's Rembrandt. And I may be a little biased because, you know, it's my grandson and he's cute. Anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by and watching the video today. Please give me some feedback and let me know if you like this format better than what I've done in the past. I just want to try and improve, and the feedback does help. And again, here is the sketch. Here is what I've created, and make sure that you check out the links in the description box below for everyone who is playing along this month. make sure you subscribe to their channel so that you can see when they post a video or when they put something up on Instagram. And then also check out the Facebook group. It's just blowing up with inspiration. It's been a wonderful thing. It's nice getting happy pictures in your Facebook feed. So thanks so much, and you all have a great day.